When Journey of Batuu dropped back in 2020, they didn't just add lightsabers to the game, but they also created a firestorm within the Sims community. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the Sims 4 Game Pack Journey of Batuu. Today is May the 4th, so I figured there probably isn't a better day to cover this video topic other than today. So happy Star Wars Day to any fans out there. May the 4th be with you. I haven't seen the movies. I was actually talking about doing a marathon, but that is completely separate to why I'm creating this video. Before I get too far in this video, I do want to let you guys know that I am sick at the moment. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I have been struggling over the past few days, so if there's any weird pauses or if my voice goes a bit weird, just bear with me. I'm recovering from a sickness from a different province, so that's yeah. Now, like I said in my intro, we are going to be talking about Journey of Batuu. It is a game pack that came out for The Sims 4 back in September 2020. Now, when they announced this game pack was coming out, the Sims community went absolutely wild, and not in a good way. People were absolutely outraged that this pack was coming out. At the time when this pack was released, it was the most boycotted pack that I think we've ever seen in the whole of The Sims history. Some people did buy it. A lot of people were buying it just so that they can uninstall it or just so they can do videos as to why it is a terrible pack. I did not see a single good review of this pack when it first came out. Now that it's been 4 or 5 years, I kind of wanted to talk about the history of this pack a little bit. So giving a little bit of history with Journey of Batuu, it is basically a Star Wars crossover pack that I believe Disney did with EA. The whole pack is based around the neighborhood of Batuu, and it is more of a mission styled gameplay rather than the free choice type of gameplay that you get with majority of the Sims 4 packs. Now, this isn't the only mission based game pack that has been released. They've also released Strangerville, which is also very much mission based. In order to get to the most content, you have to follow a written storyline. Apparently they also did this with Realm of Magic, even though I haven't played with that pack, but apparently that is also a very mission driven pack. When these packs were first released with the mission style of gameplay, a lot of people in the Sims community, I think reasonably so, weren't happy, seeing as the Sims game is meant to be a life simulation, and so having a game kind of dictate what you're supposed to do and you're not able to play as freely as you wish, it kind of goes against the whole purpose of it being a life simulation, especially with a pack like Journey of Batuu, because it doesn't actually add anything to the life simulation. It's more kiddie, it's more fantasy, it's basically based off of a franchise that already exists, and so a lot of people had so many issues with this pack. Now, this pack came out in 2020, and I think it's important to realize that packs like Cottage Living hasn't come out yet. So back at that time, a lot of Simmers were asking for more family style gameplay packs, more packs to do with farming, rural lifestyle, just kind of more realistic things, but instead they decided to come out with a Star Wars themed pack, which led a lot of people to kind of realize, like, okay, EA sees our messages, they know what we want, but at this stage they are purposefully going for anything other than what we're asking for, specifically anything that will make them more money, which I think really fueled the whole EA is money hungry train. They don't really care about the consumers, they only care about making a profit. I think that throughout the Sims 4 franchise, honestly, people have had that way of thinking for a while, but when this game pack was released, I think a lot more people were more vocal about their opinions when it came to EA being more money hungry, because that's what it felt like. We did not ask for this pack, yet they decided to bring it out as a collaboration, and it just put a bad taste in everyone's mouths. I think another important thing to note, and I don't know how much of a role this actually played with the backlash that The Sims was getting, but 2020 was also during the time of the pandemic. So people were being restricted to their houses, they had nothing to do, nowhere to go, people were losing their jobs, people were losing their lives. It was a very dark and scary time, and I think a lot of people turned to things like video games to calm down your inner thoughts, to relax a little bit, to escape into a world that was different from reality. And I think a lot of people were playing The Sims 4 at this time, which means a lot more eyes were on EA and the releases they were making, which only further fueled anger. So more eyes were on this release, and it just didn't go well. People just really weren't happy that this pack was being released. They felt disrespected, they felt unheard by EA, and as the consumer, you kind of want to feel like you have a voice on the products that are being released. That's not always the case. For example, here EA didn't give two shits whether you wanted this pack or not. They were going to make money off of it, so they released it. But the Sims community just was not happy about it. The only thing I can somewhat relate to is the hate that My First Pet stuff got after it was found out that a lot of the items that you get with My First Pet stuff actually was just things left out from the Cats and Dogs expansion pack, and in fact lots of it was just reused meshes just with different colors over it. Like, that was a really bad pack. Journey of Batuu got more hate than My First Pet stuff, which I think says a lot. If you've been in this community for a while, you know how much that pack was hated. Now, interestingly enough, when I started doing research for this video, I was kind of looking up about what people's opinions on this pack is now compared to the time of release, and I've been seeing a lot more comments coming out saying that Journey of Batuu wasn't that bad and people did actually enjoy the pack. I feel like the people that were absolutely outraged just either didn't buy the pack or deactivated it and never played it again, but people who actually enjoyed that style of content were now able to kind of have a voice. It's always really awkward when you like something and everyone around you is absolutely hating on it. It's very difficult to speak up in that noise, and now that I feel like that hatred has kind of died down, you know, now there's like 99 DLCs to choose from, so people who actually started enjoying the pack started speaking out, and I saw quite a few people actually talking about how they enjoyed the pack, which I think is actually a really good thing. When I first heard this pack was coming out, my jaw was on the floor. I was not happy. I was one of those simmers saying, we're gonna riot, we're gonna boycott EA, but here I am 4 years later and I've given a decent amount of money to EA even after that incident. So clearly this pack did not hurt them. It may have hurt the relationship between EA and the consumers, but now we're living in a time where that relationship is destroyed anyways. It's still raining inside of my Sims homes, which apparently that bug has been around for a really long time. So people are more focused on other things that are kind of grinding their gears, and no one's really talking about Journey of Batuu anymore. I never really got the chance to play it. I thought it would be cool to play it for Star Wars Day, but I'm sick and I don't know how entertaining I'll be. So I might do that as a future video, but not today. In addition to all of this stuff, apparently Batuu is a vacation neighborhood as well, and I know that annoys some people. That always annoys me. I think with recent packs that came out, it makes it a little bit easier to live in vacation neighborhoods. It always annoys me that you can only like vacation in vacation neighborhoods and you can't really live there, but I'm sure that if there's mods or anything you could probably fix that. But apparently it's a vacation neighborhood, which just feels really weird. A lot of people were also saying it's annoying because now in your normal gameplay, whether you're playing a romance sim woohooing the town, or whether you're having family styled gameplay, you're now having these Star Wars characters run around with their lightsabers, and it just kind of breaks the immersion. In the defense of Journey of Batuu, and this is a small defense, I feel like you could say the same with vampires, werewolves, witches. I think if you have any supernatural pack, that kind of breaks the illusion, but I would prefer having like vampires walk around rather than Star Wars characters. I don't know, that's just my personal preference. Maybe it's because I've never seen the movies, so I don't know how awesome it is, but yeah, a lot of people just weren't happy about this pack at all. In the future, I think it'll be fun to actually play Journey of Batuu and maybe do a few videos on that, coming from someone who never played the pack when it was released. I think that could be very interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. I was curious about this pack. I haven't really heard anything about it for years now, and seeing as it's Star Wars Day, I figured I wanted to kind of look into it a bit more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so that you're notified every time I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!